Hello, what's up, all you cool kids out there? This is Daisy Collins coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. It is freaking hot, you guys. Oh my gosh. I can't stand it. Every summer, I'm like, why am I here? I don't know. Why am I still here? Anyway, so today I am here to use my ScanNCut. I have the ScanNCut 2 CM350 model. And a lot of people have been wanting me to just use it and like show them how it works and everything. Right now, it's actually on sale at Amazon for $200. So just to give you guys an idea, mine cost the one that I bought was $350. So hi Maggie. Ever since they got out the new model, this older model is cheaper. The newer model, from what I've seen, the only difference is that the newer model cuts out foam, which I don't need to do. So this one works for me. First, before I start, I want to give out yesterday's pin. So if you come back to my video and leave a comment, you have a chance to win one of these really cool wooden pins that my friend made me to give away. So yesterday's pin winner, let's see here. Who's the winner? Hey Dakota, who's the winner? Hi Joyce. Hi Paper Possum. Let's see, the winner is Care. Let's see, Care. I didn't mean to say Care was the winner. I meant to say hi Care. Okay, the winner is Elaine T. So Elaine T, please contact me on Facebook. My link is down below. Add me as a friend and send me a message, please. So Elaine T, congratulations. I'll be sending you one of these cool pins. So if you are interested in winning one of these pins, just come back when the video is done being live and leave a comment and I'll send it out to you. Okay, so my ScanNCut, let's start with the mat, right? So I just got a brand new mat. Let's just start with that. I never have a brand new mat. I always use my old mat until it literally dissolves and it poof and it's gone. And the mats get a lot of bad rep. I've seen a lot of videos talking about how the mats lose stickiness, and you know what? That's true. It's not a lie. They totally do lose stickiness really fast. However, they lose stickiness fast, but you could still use the mat. Like, okay, so this is a brand new mat here, right? I've used it maybe like a total of 5 times. But don't judge me, okay? So this is the mat I had before. You could see the stark difference. First of all, this is their new design. They don't even sell these anymore. I don't think they even make them anymore. This was the original mat that came with my ScanNCut. And it is all dirty and disgusting and gross and really nasty. And you know what? It's not even sticky anymore at all. It is no longer sticky, not one bit. It has not been sticky for, I don't know, over a year now. But I still use it. You know how? I literally just take clear tape the corners, tape the sides, and you know what, girl? It works. I'm not going to be buying a new mat every time it loses stickiness. This works. I don't even restick it, girl. I used to. I have a video on resticking it. I don't even do that anymore. I'm totally over it. So now I just and I only cut out cardstock. So let me tell you that right now. I don't cut out paper. I only cut out cardstock. So all I do is put it on here, girl, and tape it with invisible tape, and bam, that works. It might be cheaper to buy a new mat. I don't know. But I just use this invisible tape it down, and it works for years and years and years. I don't know how long I've had this mat for, a long, long time, until finally, I don't even know why, but literally last week, my machine was, I don't recognize that mat. I don't recognize that mat. I don't recognize that mat. And I'm like, okay, I guess you don't want to recognize this mat anymore. So I had to buy a new one. And now it's sticky, so that's good. But again, if it loses its stickiness, I am not going to even be bothered. I'm not going to be bothered at all. I just tape it down and I don't worry about it. And also, just so you know, okay, this is not a brand new machine. That's why it's not all pretty and nice. It's all dingy and dirty and it's used, right? Because I've had this for a long time. The mats, eventually on the back, it cuts through. So eventually you might cut through your mat. Now, there is a fix for that. All you have to do is literally slap some duct tape on it. I get over everything. So all you have to do is stick some duct tape on it in case it cuts off. Sometimes it does cut through. I think one time I had my blade set too deep, and it literally cut through my whole mat. So if that happens to you, just so you know, just stick some duct tape on it and you're fixed. Okay. So let me tell you, I use my ScanNCut, of course, because I use a lot of printables. So I don't want to cut them out myself. Yes, just duct tape it. Like, I'm not kidding. I am not going to go buy a new mat. Not because I can't, girl. It's just plastic out in the, it's just plastic that'll never, ever, you know, go away. So we don't need to do that. So I get to rig my mat until it literally is not recognizable by my machine anymore. So I use my ScanNCut to cut out cardstock. I only cut out cardstock, you guys. So, and it's great to do all these kind of things. It will not cut this inside. It'll just cut around. It will not cut this inside. You'll see that. You could also stamp on a piece of cardstock with a stamp, and it'll cut that out. This is my black and white Ephemera set, one of them. I have a couple of them. Have you ever used silhouette machine? No, I have not. I have not used a silhouette machine myself. I'm one of those people that had to pick one of the machines, and this is the one I picked. I don't connect my ScanNCut to a computer. I don't connect my ScanNCut to the internet. I just literally, I cut out what I print out. That's what I use my machine for. That's its main purpose. However, it does have shapes that you can cut out, and sometimes I'll do this when it comes to like Christmas. They have like half shapes right here, like half circles, quarter circles. Some of these shapes are really cute for, like I said, when it comes to Christmas time. Just really basic shapes is what it'll cut out. See, I've used this shape right here as a pocket. It works really cute as a pocket. I'll cut stuff out of like glitter paper, but for the most part, I use it to do this. And it'll also, I cut out all my printables, basically. My flowers, that's how I make all these flowers. I have these printed out. These are from my store. So you can buy these, all this stuff actually is from my shop. But I have a whole section of Floral Clipart that I love to include in my journals. And this is how I get them cut out, because I can't cut them out myself, right? So let's try it out, see if I can get this to work on camera properly. I might have to back it up a little bit. I don't even know what we're going to do here. Let's see. Hang on. I think I can. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't do anything. Hang on. The camera guy is fired. Mine said the last week I Googled error and it cleaned out the scanner on the bottom of it. Oh, yeah. Also, because I use tape, if you eventually use tape yourself, you will notice that sometimes you get like lines. Okay, so there's this part underneath your ScanNCut right here, and this is normally covered up by like a plastic bar. I have it somewhere. But sometimes you'll get stuff on your screen and you're like, what is that line? What is that line? You have to clean underneath your ScanNCut. So that's just a tip. That's just a tip for me for using it for lots and lots of years. I had to ask in the ScanNCut group if they knew why that was happening. And they're like, yeah, there's probably something stuck underneath your machine. And you know, I guess there was. So now my mat, I've used it like I said, like 3 or 4 times. Literally, it's already lost its stickiness already. So I can stick it down a little bit like that. And this is what I do. Like I said, instead of buying a new mat or worrying about it, you know what? Just get out a little tape. Get out a little tape, and you just... This one, because it's still relatively sticky, I could probably just pat it down. Sometimes you can just get a boning knife and just like do it like this, and it'll really glue it down to the mat. But just in case, just because I'm used to these mats not being sticky, I'm going to use my tape. Okay, so. And then my machine kind of has a little problem with the little foot. It kind of doesn't go. I don't know. I have to kind of like tuck it in underneath, make sure it's in there. Sometimes I kind of have to push it through too also. Like I said, I've had this for years. So to cut out the images that are on here, I'm just going to hit the scan button. And then you have 3 options. You can direct cut, which means it's just going to cut it out. It can scan the cut, so it can scan the shape and kind of remember what it is that you want to cut out, or you can even save you can even save the cut to USB. I don't bother with any of that, so I'm just going to hit direct cut. You could actually also set the mode from color to black and white. So if you're just cutting out black images on white paper, you can hit the black and white option. But for me, color's fine. And then we're just going to hit start, and it's going to scan the image. This is all real time here. I hope I have enough space in the back. I'm not even sure. You do want to make sure you have a wide table for this machine. The mat is kind of big. Okay, it's good. So now, you see here it has the image of all of your paper. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. So it has the image of everything that you have here on your mat. And it says to frame the image. So it comes with a little stick, but I don't know where it is. So I use my, I just use this. So you got to frame the images. Which basically just means I need to pick out the size of the page here. And I hit OK. And then it's going to recognize everything that it needs to cut out. Oh, I already made a mistake, right? I'll show you right now. Because some of these pictures are like a tiny, okay, so sometimes your image here doesn't have like a really stark line, and the ScanNCut will not recognize that it's supposed to cut out that shape. It'll like go into the actual image. You'll see it right here. I already know some of these images it's going to cut into. And the only way to fix that is literally to go into your picture and kind of like draw a little like border around where it's cutting into. So it is going to basically not, okay, so you see this little lady right here? Because her face right here on this side is really light, it's going to cut into her face. Just so you know, it's going to cut into her face. And there's nothing I can do to fix that as far as I know. Oh, also, let me tell you, the needle and the little mat and the little thing that the needle sits in, for me, okay, like I said, I've had this machine for years. It's not a brand new machine. So let me tell you that the brand new machine does not work like an old machine, okay? That's just the truth. So I don't know why I don't think to complain sometimes. I kind of just like fix it and keep on moving. That's just me. It's not about complaining either. It's like some things just don't bother me. Like, okay, so for example, this little thing that the needle goes into. For some reason, I'm telling you all the good and the bad stuff about this machine. I've had it for years, so I think it's time for a new review. Okay, so this thing that the needle goes into, for some reason now, the needle, you put it on number 4, and for some reason now the needle, after I use it for a while, the needle will shift to number 3. Don't ask me why. It's probably the machine that like shakes or something. I don't know. And I could, I don't know, call ScanNCut about it. I don't know. But I just kind of, I put it on the number and then I tape it. I don't have time to call. I don't have time to make complaints. I kind of just keep it trucking. Put it back in here. And then we're going to hit OK. And then OK again. And it's going to like actually understand what it needs to cut out. You can either draw. So if you have they have markers for this. If you put in a marker, it'll draw around the shape instead of cut it. I've had other people say that shift happens too. I haven't experienced it. Yes, it happens. It'll happen to you eventually, I guess. So now right here, you can see the outline of all the things that it's going to cut out. But like I said, you could put a marker in here and it would draw it out, I guess, if that's what you want. But I'm going to hit cut and then I'm going to hit start. And it is going to start cutting. So I like to cut my cardstock a blade depth of 3.5. 3.5 would be great. Sometimes I put it at 4 because, like I said, it shifts. It's just not a new machine no more. I don't know. I'm 31 and I don't move the same as I did when I was 15. I'll tell you that right now. I don't think it has to do with the machine. Or I don't know. I have a new needle, honey. I have changed this needle out several times. It still shifts. So I think it's the needle carrier. Also, the needles, you will need to replace your needle. You'll notice that your cuts will like have a little drag on the corner. Like it'll cut out everything perfectly except this one corner where it kind of like drags it out, kind of rips the paper. So that's how you know, oh, I need to put in a new needle. That's it. That's how it tells me that it needs a new needle. And right now, even the needles are on sale for the ScanNCut. These needles used to cost me $10, and now they are $8. The mats used to be like $30, and now they're $15. So it's not the worst. Like I said, that they come out with a new model, and then the old model goes down in price, and all the accessories go down in price for it too. Right here, it's gonna cut off her face. I already feel it. I could have gone in there and kind of drew around her ear. Sometimes that happens. You have to kind of draw a little border. I, for the most part, try and make my files good for the ScanNCut, but some things like this, they just happen. It happens. It happens. Hi, Rhonda. We just got started, girl. I had a lot of things to cut out. So if anybody has any questions, I am happy to answer anything. Like I've said, I've had this machine for a long, long time. And the only thing that I use it for, have you ever used sticker paper or just cardstock? I have sticker paper that I want to use. I haven't used it, though. I have not. Okay, so just finished cutting it out. So let me unload the mat. And this is what we get. It's cut out perfectly. Except, like I said, her face is going to cut out. I can already tell you that because I've cut out this page so many times that I can already tell you what's not going to cut out properly. She cut out good. A little bit off right here. It's okay. See? Her face is gone. Her face is gone. She didn't have enough contrast in her ear. Like where her ear is, it kind of like the pixels kind of like went away. And just so you know, things happen. Things happen sometimes. But for the most part, I mean, out of like 10 images on the page, it cut out 9 of them correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even complain. So these look super cute. Now they're all ready to be used on my junk journals. And this is beige cardstock, just so you guys know. It actually, my light might be a little too bright, but it's actually beige. So it cuts them out really, really well and saves me a lot of time. How heavy is your paper? I think it's 60 pounds. I don't think it's 110. I believe it's 60. And there we go. I actually didn't need the tape, but like I said, just to be secure. Just for my own sake and safety. You hate your machine? You just gotta look up YouTube videos, Rhonda. I'm sure you'll love it. Okay, let's try another one of these. And this one should be good. I know it's not gonna cut off the butterfly's ears because they're like attached. They're not exactly attached to the head. There's like a little spot there where it's not. I could draw it in, but I really don't care about their antennas. Everything else is pretty dark, like pretty black, you know. The contrast is really good. Can you use your iPad with it? I don't know. I have not tried that, but like I've said, you don't need the ScanNCut to be connected to anything. You don't need it to be connected to a computer. You don't need it to be connected to anything for it to work. So, just so you guys know, I don't connect this machine to the internet. I don't have this connected to my computer or anything like that. So you don't need to connect it to anything. If you want to connect it to your computer to like maybe you want to cut out something very specific, like you want to design like a name or something, then you could use your computer. But to just cut out stuff that you have on a page, you don't need to. Load it up. Okay. Go to the home button. And again, it has patterns that it can cut out. You don't need to connect it to anything. You definitely could find used ones, care. You can definitely find them. They check Craigslist, you know, they sell them. I've had mine for ages, but hardly used it, so this helps me out a ton. No problem, Melinda. Okay, so now it's scanned it, and now I have to frame the image. So I just have to frame the page and hit OK. This machine is great. It has its faults. I'm not going to say it's perfect. You see that right there? I can't say it's perfect. But, I mean, it's great. I love doing this, you guys. And I'll do something over here. I'll have my machine over here to my right. And in the middle of doing whatever I'm doing over here, I'm also doing my ScanNCut. So I'm doing two. I actually have two ScanNCuts. But I only use one at a time because I'm always doing something else. And I don't have the attention span to take care of two. Okay. So you can also get in closer, as you can see here, even closer than that. So you can make sure that it's going to cut out exactly where it's going to be. And if it's not perfect, say it's going in somewhere that it's not supposed to be, like right here, that's really weird that it has that right here on the butterfly. I don't even know what that is. So we can increase the colors right here. I usually go to 10. Then you can hit preview. And let's see what happens. You increase the number of colors, and sometimes it'll fix things that are going to cut out. Have you ever gotten stuck on the machine like a printer? Yes. Yeah, it has happened. Because, like I said, I tape it down. And because my mat is not exactly all the way sticky, it has happened before. I've also had like a piece of tape come off my page and get stuck underneath here. Things happen. Yes, that has happened. But nothing that, let me see. It still has that. I don't even know why it has that there. That's never happened. There's nothing here. That's really weird. But, hang on, I didn't glue down the corners. Just in case, like I said, it's sticky, but I'm really paranoid. So I just add some tape to the edges. The mats lose stickiness like that. I will not lie to you. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I'm just going to cut it out. What size does it cut out? Anything 12 by 12 or smaller. And they also have the 24 by 12 mats. So if you want to cut out something really big, I guess you can. Yeah, $200, it's expensive. Like I said, I got it for $350, so the price has gone down. And for a used one, I don't know how much they would go for used. Hopefully less than maybe like $100. You can find a used one. And then cut them out. It's gonna cut out this weird shape right here. I don't even know why, but it's gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna affect anything else. Daisy, does your machine import and cut PDF files? No, not PDF files. I think it cuts out SVG files. It has its own like design center suite thing for your computer if you really want to do that kind of stuff. But no, it doesn't do that, Rhonda. You can import a shape, but then when you put this on here, yeah, this is not for that kind of thing, Rhonda. This machine is if you want to design your own shape, then you can cut that shape out on this. But it will not, because it doesn't print stuff out. So if you were to, like, no, it doesn't do that. No. How do you get the florals cut out? I print them out. They're already printed on cardstock. And then I run them through the machine. I'll show you right now. It has nothing to do with the computer. If you don't want it to touch your computer, it doesn't have to touch your computer. It happens, Tracy. I don't know. You know what? Like if those fancy Boeing 747s are messing up, you know what? If this little machine messes up, that's okay. It's okay. We'll cut out my flowers next, you guys. I do have some pages here to cut out, so we can get all the good info on that. But this is also part of my mystery box that I gotta get done. Actually, I gotta get these black and white images done for my mystery boxes. So I'm glad I got my mat in. Like I said, it did not want to recognize my old mat. That old mat is so messed up. Like I said, I use these mats until they're done. Not because they're too expensive, not because I can't afford it, not because of anything like that. It's just literally, you guys, I feel bad throwing away anything plastic, knowing it doesn't biodegrade. Like, I feel terrible, you know? So the least amount of plastic that I can put out there is better for me and my conscience. And you can also stop if you wanted to make it stop right here. You'll see. You'll see. Also, when you get your new mat, I would touch it. Pat your hands on it so that so that it's not too sticky. And like I said, if it loses stickiness, just get some clear tape and tape those corners. Okay, so here it is. It's done cutting. And like I said, the needle already shifted. This gosh darn needle. This will not happen to you in the beginning, so you don't have to worry about this. But for me, my machine now shakes or something, and I have to move the needle all the time and kind of tape it down. Don't be afraid. This machine is really old. It still works, though. It still works. It still works. Okay. So cut all those out perfectly. Even this really delicate one, I got to be careful with it. Look at that, you guys. Check that out. That one's really good. Like, that is really, really tight cut to have to do. And like I said, this is what a new needle looks like. And when you have an old needle that needs to be replaced, it will like start messing up on little teeny tiny corners like that. Like, it'll just drag the paper, or it'll mess this part up over here. And that's how you know I just need to change out my needle. And then you change out your needle and everything else is perfect again. I gotta do a whole set of butterflies because I really love using these butterflies, you guys. This little file thing. Just perfect. Ready to be put into my junk journals. Ready for me to make those collages, you guys. I love it. And I will leave a link down below to all the files that I cut out here. You see this? I don't know why that happened. I don't know why that happened, but you know what? If that's the worst problem I have today, my life is okay. Look at this, you guys. Look at that. Look at that intricate cutting right there. That's really good, right, you guys? Like I said, it is a great time right now to ask for this. Get your spouse ready to buy it for you for Christmas. Because it is on sale right now because they have the new model out. Look up the new model, you guys. If you guys are into it, get it. I'm not into it. I really only need it to cut out these files. And not these files, these printed out pages here. I don't need it to cut out felt. So that's just me. Okay, perfect. So now I have a nice, look at this pile of die cuts that I have here ready. Okay, so let's cut out these flowers, you guys. Everybody's excited about the flowers. Okay, so glue it down. Not glue it down, but like get it down on the page here. Like I said, it does lose its stickiness. You can just go like this with the bone folder and really like dig it in there. And that'll help. Also, I get some tape. Like I said, I don't like to. If something's really wrong with the machine, okay. If it's something with the mat, I don't know. I just fix it and move on my way. I could sit there for a month and be like, it doesn't work, or I can make it work and get my money. You know what I'm saying? I got work to do. I don't have time to be waiting on ScanNCut to make a better mat. I'll just make it better myself. Okay. Rhonda, learn how to use it, girl, because I know that the silhouette does the same thing. I just don't know how it does it. I think it's a little bit more, it's a lot more steps involved, I think. Okay, so we're going to cut out these flowers now. And hit the home button, delete the patterns, go to scan, direct cut, start. Let's get these babies cut out. And these already have good high contrast between the image and this. Sometimes these little leaves that are light green color, sometimes they'll get cut off. Life goes on. Okay, so we're going to frame the image. So that looks good. It's going to recognize it. Look at this. This is all ready to go out. This is already pretty much a set right here. Love this. And this, I believe this kit has like 15 pages of these black and white images that you can cut out for yourself. And I know I have like 20 of these floral clip arts in my shop already ready for you guys to just cut them out. So again, we can go in deep and look at what it's got to cut out before it cuts it out. So it looks like it's going to get everything. Doesn't look like it's going to leave anything out. So we're just going to hit OK. And right here, you could actually add a little border to it. If you wanted to add like an outline, like a white outline, you could do that too. But I don't want to, so I'm just going to hit OK. Yeah, sometimes a little outline is cute. I get it. And then we're going to hit cut. And like I said, while it's doing this little thing over here, I'm over here on my computer. I'm over here sewing. I'm over here doing other stuff. And I got my machine over here on my side. And I'm always doing different things. But with my ScanNCut is usually on. Because, like I said, it takes me a while to get these mystery boxes done, but I'm also doing all kinds of other things, so I don't feel like it takes away from my time. You know what I'm saying? So a little tub like this will take me 3 days to do. But I mean, if I'm selling them, if you're not selling them, which I don't allow you to sell them because these are my property, you can print them out and use them yourself. I don't allow you to sell them. But if you were selling your own things, if you weren't, then you'd have a big whole collection that you would probably take a year to use up. I'm just saying. But this takes me about 3 days to do. While I'm doing other things, and it's not a 24-hour process. It's just, all the hours that I'm actually sitting here, right? You want to roll in this box? Me too. I just want to make it rain on myself, girl. I'll make it rain on you, care. I love this machine. Ever since I've gotten this machine, I've loved it. There has been times where it has not acted right. Like I said, with the mat not being sticky, with this thing moving around, with the little thing right there being kind of stuck. But you know what? I am just like, make it work. I got to get this money. I got to make these cuts. I need this, So I got to do it, man. I got to make it work. It doesn't matter what's wrong with it. I got to make it work. I don't know how their warranty works because honestly, I have not returned it. I just kind of deal with the pros. And, but I'm sure they have a really good return policy or whatever it is. I got my original one through HSN. So right now you can get it through Amazon. We all know Amazon has really good customer service. So that's one thing. That's one load off your mind, at least. And the only thing that's kind of like a bummer is that you can't find the accessories for this at stores. I don't believe Michael's carries this anymore. Sometimes they had their, I think they got rid of them because I got a couple of needles on clearance at Michael's like 3 months ago or 4 months ago. But you have to order everything online, basically. Like I've had to order the mat online, the needles online. I think one place in town actually does sell the ScanNCut accessories. It's a mom and pop scrapbook shop, and I've had to go there once to get a mat because I just like needed it. But other than that, everything is pretty much online. I buy everything on Amazon. Well, I used to buy the needles on eBay because they were cheaper, but now they're cheaper on Amazon, so that's great. That works for me. It's going. It already did this half, so it's working on that other half. On Silhouette, you can't. You can import things on the computer, but do you have to? Does it have a ScanNCut feature? Like, I just wanted to cut out what's on this page. I don't have the file for it. You know what I mean? Not PDF, so it only does SVGs. Yeah, my files are not SVGs. I don't even know how to do that. The Silhouette does not scan. Okay. The Silhouette doesn't scan. And I don't know how to make my files SVGs, girl. Can you cut out JPEGs? If you can cut out JPEGs, I can send you JPEGs. Hi, Joey. Welcome. Oh, this is a lot of fun, bro. This is a lot of fun. It just needs to cut out this one, and that's it. You can feel it, so you know what it cut out. Welcome. It is warm today. Oh my goodness, guys. Jeez. And the sun is being like covered by some clouds, and it's hot. What the heck is going on? Tracy, yes, it's cutting out quite a bit of flowers here. Sell it, Rhonda. You could always sell it on Craigslist, girl. Somebody's gonna want it. Trust me. Trust. So now we unload. Now we just move it out the way. That's just me. Okay, so let me get my little pile of flowers here. This is where they go. So now we get our little flowers off here. They all just kind of like pop off. And I have all these little flowers making it rain. Yes, so cut them out really good. You can see. There's the back of it. There's the front of it. Cuts them out really good. Like I said, you'll know when you need a new needle when your cuts are not good. When your cuts start to mess up, just put in a new needle. That's the only fix. Sometimes you can go a little deeper with your needle blade, but that's just for a while. Then it'll mess them up. So those flowers go in this little stash. And let's do our next one. But I find it fairly touchy. It doesn't always cut nicely like the Silhouette, but could be operator error. You know what? I just saw this other video of this other person who said that this cut jagged. I don't have that problem. Like I said, you could also, once you scan it, go into the magnifier glass. Make sure it's cutting out what you want it to cut out. And if it's not, you have to increase the colors. And then that could help too. Okay, here's another page of flowers. And again, this mat is brand new, so it's still sticky, but it loses stickiness really fast, you guys. Honestly, it does. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell you this is the best mat ever. But I'm also not going to tell you it's the worst. And only because I have used Cricut, old school Cricut, back in the days, years and years ago. I had a Cricut, and it would shred my paper too. The mat would always lose stickiness, or it would, and then that's when I learned not to cut out paper. I only cut, ever since back then in the days, I only cut out cardstock because these machines are so touchy that they cut out, the only thing I see them cut out perfectly is cardstock. I don't trust it to cut out anything else. Again, I like to tape down my page just in case the stickiness is not enough, because eventually it's not, so I just kind of get into the habit. Let me get it close. Move the camera a little bit. Okay. So now we're going to do this page. We're going to load it, which is, loading it is this button right here. And you hit the home button, delete all patterns, yes. Okay, so now we're going to scan it. We're only going to cut it directly, so direct cut. And then right here, start, it's going to scan it. Do you sell those images? Yeah, I sell the just-in files, yes. No, I actually have them in my mystery boxes as well. If you want to check them out, let me get you the link. I have to frame this. Like I said, this thing comes with a little stick for you to do this part, but I lost it a long time ago. I don't know where it is. Okay, so hit OK. And let me get the mystery box link. This is the only set I have right now. I normally have other sets, but just for right now, this is what I have. My mystery box number 7. And the link is right here. Okay. So, it's still recognizing. They just pop off the mat. I almost lose my religion cutting with my Cricut. The mat won't let go of what it is cutting. I've been there, girl. I've been there. Trust me, back in the days. Okay, so right here is what I'm meaning. If it's not cutting out what you want it to cut out exactly, you need to get in here with the little magnifying glass and check. If it's not exactly, then you need to go right here, increase the color. Hit it to 10. If that's not good enough, hit it to 15. But for me, this one's good. I don't have to increase the color for that. Like I said, you could put a little border, a little outline around it, a little white outline. Does your ScanNCut have a name? Like Betsy? No, it does not. I don't name my items. I know somebody else who said that, like, oh, you don't name your stuff. Actually, no, I don't. I don't name my stuff. I guess I'm boring, huh? The only thing I ever named was my first car. I had a Mazda 626. So I called him Stitch, because Stitch from the Disney movie Lilo and Stitch's Experiment 626. So I'm like, your name is Stitch. I guess I will have to buy them already cut out by you, because my $200 machine can't do it. Yeah, Rhonda, you can maybe sell it. I'm telling you, you can sell it for $100 and then ask your hubby for $100 for Christmas. Get it done, girl. Okay, my blade is still, I need to check my blade all the time, because my blade, like I said, it shifts. It's still at 4, so I'm good. I'm good. No, my machine doesn't have a name. I'm boring, you guys. I'm boring. Rhonda, you're too rowdy, Rhonda. And before, my last mat, when it was completely not sticky anymore, I would have to keep an eye on this because it's not sticky. These flowers would pop out and kind of mess, like get stuck in the wheel and everything. But I don't know. I feel like I can deal with a lot of things and not complain. Being from a village with no paved roads, I feel like I can handle most things. I can deal with it. Kate says she just got here. This is great. My machine came in the mail a few days ago. Yay, Kate! Kate got a ScanNCut. Yay! She's the coolest now. You're gonna love it, girl. You're gonna love it. I have scanned things and imported to my solo program. See, I looked up all these machines before I actually got my ScanNCut. And all those extra steps for those other machines are just too much for me. It's just too much. And I know you can do really cool stuff with them, but I just want it for this. You know, I just wanted to cut out these flowers that I have printed out. Get yourself psyched up, look up YouTube videos and like how to use it and get familiar with it before you start. That's how I did it. I watched literally a ton of videos before it came in the mail. And by the time it came in the mail, I was ready to use it. I was ready. The mystery box 7 comes with flowers already cut out. Yes. Mystery box number 7, all the mystery boxes are physical items. The rest of my shop is digital, but the mystery boxes are all physical items. Oh my gosh, Rhonda. I'm telling you, I looked stuff up and some things just looked too complicated for me. Like it was just too much. Too many steps, you know? And right now, all the mystery boxes are 2 for the price of 1. So put 2 in your cart and you only pay the price of 1. So just so you know, that's special. And I can't get enough of these flowers. I really can't do any journals without them. I need all of my flowers when I collage. You guys see me when I don't have all of them. I'm like, oh my god, I have nothing. I gotta have my flowers, you guys. Ever since the first time, I literally did fussy cut the flowers when I first printed them out and put them up for sale. And I said, oh my god, these look so great in my journals. I can make such pretty collages, but like god, like I really cannot cut these out. Like I really can't. It hurts my hands. So here we go. We're just gonna pop them out because they're nice and stuck to the mat. That's new for me. Usually I just kind of dump them out, but this time I actually have to like peel them off. That's nice. And like I said, I'm always doing something else while I have this machine going. So I guess I don't really notice how long it takes to cut them out. It kind of just happens so fast. And here we go. I have a handful of these beautifully cut flowers. And these flowers actually in the files, when you print them out, they're actually really big. I printed out 2 pages on one, so they're actually smaller than they would normally be. But these are beautiful, and they're ready to go into my journals. Ready to be cut up. And like I've said, I specifically design my floral printables to be used with the ScanNCut. And bye, Georgia. Thanks for hanging out. So just so you guys know, if you do buy the floral files from my store, they are set up basically for the ScanNCut because that's what I use to cut them out. Let me get you guys the links to that, this Floral Clipart that I have in my shop, which you can find. To the link right here. This link right there. If you guys want to check out the flower files, let's cut out this one right here. It's a little complicated, just a little bit. Oh no, I dropped my seam ripper. Okay. So I always put them in the same spot. I probably shouldn't, but I just do. I don't know. This kind of takes the guesswork out, I guess, kind of. Again, I kind of dig it in with my little file folder. Because if I just place it on there, it's not sticky enough. So I kind of have to dig it in. And then just to secure it, just because this is what I do when my mat is not sticky anymore. So I don't know, I guess I feel like I have to. just in case. I need a stiff trick. Oh my gosh, Rhonda. Rhonda's gonna tell him. Okay. So I'm just being really extra with the tape. You don't need it in the beginning. This is brand new mat. But just in case, I don't want to be surprised in the middle of a cut. Okay. Okay, sorry. I don't know why my... There we go. So now we load the mat. Hit the little home button. Delete all patterns. Yes. Scan, direct cut. Start. As Daisy mentioned earlier, Rhonda, watch some more YouTube videos before you go killing anyone. It happens, but I mean, sometimes, like I've said, I've looked it up. That silhouette looks too complicated for me. So I understand how she feels. That's why, like I said, I went with my ScanNCut. Some things, they just, as smart as I am, some things just, I don't know why. I just want to deal with them. It's too much. It's just too much. Yeah, not everybody has Photoshop, though. That's the thing. So you can, again, you can look. I know everything's going to be great because I've cut this page out so many times. Oh, actually, I can increase the colors a little bit. See what that happens. Like, I always go to 10 and you go to 15, but I always go to 10. I have a silhouette and I don't like it for fussy cutting like this. This is why I jumped at the prime sale. Yep, definitely. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. There's a lot of intricate cuts in here. We'll see how it does. How many machines do you have? I have 2 ScanNCuts, but I really only use one at a time. Because I always want to do something else. Like I want to be on my computer, or I want, answering messages or sewing something while I do my flowers. I have 2 ScanNCuts though myself. I do. I'll admit it. I love it that much. And I only have ScanNCuts. I don't have a Cricut or anything. Like I said, I had a Cricut a long time ago. I don't even know what the heck they're up to nowadays, those Cricuts. They got all sorts of features. But like I said, I really just want to scan and cut out what I printed out. So this works perfectly for me. You might want to do your own little custom designs, But I don't need my ScanNCut machine to print. You know what I mean? Like I have a printer for that. Okay, we are almost done here. And then unless anybody else has any questions, I've already been on here for an hour. So if you guys have any questions, let me know now. Let me know, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm just kidding. You can always leave me a question below in the comment section, and I will definitely answer. And again, if you guys want to enter to win one of my awesome wooden pins here that my awesome friend Santos made me, come back after the video is done being live and leave me a comment. Any comment. And I'll pick a winner in the next video. So just so y'all know, just so you know, there's a little thing going here. Question: does it cut fabric? Kate, it does. You have to buy a different mat or look up on YouTube how to cut fabric with the ScanNCut, but it does, because it is marketed to fashion designers who like have a lot of like patterns to cut out. So they do talk about it for that. So I would look up a video on YouTube. I don't know about old sheets, but as long as they are within the thickness, I'm sure they would work. But I have not done it myself. I will let you, disclaimer, I have not done it myself. But I know that you can, and I believe you need a special mat, if I'm not mistaken, because I think it has to have more stickiness than normal for a regular sheet. I have not used it to cut stuff out myself. I will not say that I have, because I have not. The mats, okay, you have to buy a plastic sheet thingy. Check out Alonda Craft. There you go. Elizabeth says check out Alonda Craft. What size mat am I using? This is just the 12 by 12. They have two mats. They have the 12 by 12, and just like the Cricut, they have the 12 by 24. So this one kind of cut a little border around it. I'll live. I'll live. It's not the worst. Still looks cute though. Still a fast process though, which is what is great about it. Like I said, normally my mat is totally unsticky, so I can just go like this and they all fall out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to give you guys all the pros and the cons and all the troubles I've been through with this machine, because it has not been all butterflies and sunshine and rainbows. You know what I mean? There has been some issues. There has been some things I've had to deal with. But overall, honestly, I love this machine. And I really can't junk journal without it. I have to have this for all of my die cuts, for all my collages, you guys. You guys will really love this machine if you get it. Definitely look up a lot of videos before you guys invest, because sometimes things look really great, and then when you get it, it's a little bit too complicated for you. So watch a lot of videos. If it looks like something that you can do, that you can work with, what brand is your... It's a Brother. It's made by Brother, so you guys already know that name. You guys can trust it. I have my Brother sewing machine. I love Brother. It's a really great machine. Great company, I should say. So just so you guys know, like I said, I try to give you all the things that might happen to your machine later on down the line. I've had this machine for years, so I have had some issues with it that maybe I didn't have when I first reviewed this machine, literally like 3 years ago. So I wanted to make a redone review, you guys. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. I didn't know how well this video would go over, but hey, you guys liked it, so I'm happy with that. So I want to thank all the cool kids that were here hanging out with me, like Kayleen, like Golden Author, Elizabeth, Tracy, Kate. Let's see who else. Rhonda, of course. Rhonda, calm down, girl. Calm down, girl. Have your drink. Susan. Let's see. Alisa. Latoya was here. Who else is here? Liz, Maggie, Georgia, Tracy, the paper possum. She said her name was what did you say your name was? Paper possum. I can't remember. Oh my god, forgive me. Georgia, Melinda. Let's see who else is here. Joey, we hung out for a minute. Let's see. Joyce. I think that's everybody, maybe, if I missed you. Daisy, can you cut out... Wait, I'm not understanding what you just said. Can you cut out your... He died. What? I don't know what your hexes... Oh! Can you cut out your hexes? I don't cut them out on this machine. I use my actual die cut machine to cut them out. But it will cut out fabric, and I believe it does have hexagons on here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it has hexagons. So you could cut it out if you had the right mat for fabric. You definitely could cut out a hexagon. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, Dakota, of course, and Linda. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing something else junk journal related. Bye, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.